Hello everybody, this is in fact Judge Pikachu, and yes, guess what? I am a girl! Dun dun dun! Yeah, I know, it's amazing. Okay, so I have been getting several requests to just show people how I animate. How do you animate? How do you do this stuff? So I'm just gonna show you here. I have a little Kobe frame doing for what episode am I on? 4? Yeah, 4. Yep. This guy's like, what? What is going on? Oh my goodness. Okay. So what I'm going to show you is exactly how I animate. So I start with 2 keyframes, depending on the animation, of course. Like, previously I did a walk cycle with this, and it was just, this I do not do 2 keyframes. This I do several keyframes, and then I animate between them. But actually for this walk cycle I just kind of winged it, because I didn't really feel like being all official. Yeah. So I have my little onion layer, and by the way, if you guys can't really tell, I use CS5, right? Yeah, it's CS5. Adobe Flash CS5, and it has all these nice, simple things that make it a lot easier to animate. So we start with, we've got this really quirky first frame, and I might edit this a little bit, because Kobe's mouth looks weird. Yeah, better. Okay, so what we're gonna do is turn off this, this is where our onion layer will show the last frame. So I'm just making it so it'll only show the frame previous, one frame previous. So then what we're gonna do is, usually I'll just like sketch it first. I'll have like a little circle for his head. Circles take a lot of time, so just go to creation. And then he's just turning his head slightly so he can talk a little bit. So just a little bit here. I don't want it to be good looking, because that's just a waste of time. I just want it to just show, so I can understand what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. So we have his nose. Got him looking back this way. And yeah, I'll draw his eye when I do this, when he turns his head. But I do not actually draw his eyes. I have preset eyes that I made like a while ago, so I just kind of insert them in the layer below. So he's going to lift his ears up, because he's actually happy. He's like, oh, look, we found a thing. It's good. Just gonna keep redrawing his ears until I actually like it. I'm just gonna do a little thing, a little hair fluff, and I'm gonna adjust his head, because obviously this neck, that doesn't work. So what he's gonna do is gonna pull his head back, and when they pull their head back, their neck doesn't bend down, it bends up a bit. So I'm gonna lift his head a little over where the line was. And then when he moves his head back, this neck isn't going to stay here. It's going to move back with it. So I'm just going to have a little fluffy curve. There. A fluffy curve. And then I'll just draw a little sketch of the fluffy, so that I can tell where it is. So now we have a rough draft of the next frame. So what I'm going to do is insert a blank keyframe. I'm going to turn off this onion layer. And I have this one blocked. This is my rough draft. I just have to click off this little X. And then there it is. And on this layer, here, I begin to draw. So, yeah, I'm going to go silent for a little bit until I have something to say. I'm going to play a little music. So, yeah. There you go.
Musing through memories, losing my grip in the gray, numbing the senses, I feel you slipping away, fighting to hold on.
So I've just finished my two main, let's save real quick, saving because Flash likes to crash. But I just finished my two main animations here. Oopsie. Sometimes they're a little messy, like you have these lines, but that's okay. I just delete them, easy peasy. So, a couple things that I should explain. First off, note Kobe's muzzle here, I put it in a different layer because he turns his head and then he begins to talk. And, yeah, I kind of need that in a separate layer so that I can animate that without having to redraw anything. So that the episodes come out a little faster. Because I just remembered this, I've got to make this look realistic. It's got to look like it's actually a part of his body, not just there. Okay. I'm just going to fix his muzzle real quick because it's a little weird. There you go. Okay, so he's got his little muzzle. And he turns his head. I also edited his muzzle over here a bit because the symmetry, yeah, didn't really work. That's okay, it happens. So, can't forget that. That'd be awkward. Okay. So what we have now, we have my two keyframes. So this one will have a moment to just sit there, a couple seconds, not even a second actually. I'll probably add a little more, I think. So, it'll be like, and then he'll turn his head. And there, right here, I have a little speech of where he's going to talk, so. Yeah, I'll just mute that for now. Mute sounds. Likes to glitch around with my audio, so that's cool. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color and shade these. So first what we're going to do is I shade first. First thing I do is shade because otherwise I'll just forget where the shading goes and all that blah blah blah. So first we'll start with the orange. He probably has a little bit of shading here. No, I don't want that. It goes up to personal preference. Like me, I don't like to shade that much. I hate shading. But, yeah. He really doesn't need that much of the orange shading, so. He actually doesn't need any, but I'm just going to put it here to, yeah, make people happy. And then over here I'm going to grab my other shadow, the white shadow. He's in a dark place, that's why his fur is all down shaded. I have specific settings now for these things. So official. So let's add a little bit of shadow here. And a little shadow here. So we have this shadow, and then we have the black shadow. So I actually had to go back and find the shadow, so there's a little cut there, I apologize. I couldn't find them anywhere, but I found them now. So the dark shadow I'm going to put here. Actually, did I grab the right one? I don't think I grabbed the right color. I have these shadows. Here's his new shadow colors. I grab these colors, and then I place it where I want it to be, which would be here at the top, just right here, and then at the bottom down here too. This is frame 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the eyes just to show you guys the eyes. Now I know what these are right here. So we have my preset eyes I made. They're really not that fancy, but I don't know. I like them. They look nice. They fit the style, and that's what really matters. Okay, so what I'm going to actually make a new layer under here. And I'm going to just this is where will be where my eye is. So I paste it in here, adjust its size. Alright, so what we're gonna do is just edit this a little bit so the whole thing comes eye. And he's like, oh, loopy, doopy. But now I'm just gonna adjust the eye, scooch it over to where I want it to be. So he's just all like, oh, what's that? This is adorable. I love Kobe so much. Actually, I'm gonna do, because I haven't actually done this yet. Brightness. I'm gonna turn the brightness down a little bit on this, so his eye glows more. Okay, so I just turned this down to -3 to make it 30, -30, not -3. That's like hardly anything. So we have a little red eye that glows a little more. It's not, because it's not turned down at all, but everything else is. So he's just, and he turns his head, and this part's not shaded, but now we're going to actually do the animation part. And actually animate. There we go. I'm going to stretch out these lines, these little things, to show the in-betweens of the animation. I'm going to unlock this so I can see this muzzle too. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to play a little music and get to drawing these in-betweens. Now, before I do that, actually, I want to say that this is basically just me drawing one frame that is entirely in the middle between these two movements. Then this one will probably, I'll either have his head dip down a little bit and then come up, or I'll have him a slow start and a slow finish. Because if I just do 3 in-betweens, it's like really just it's really sharp and it doesn't trick the eye into thinking that it's alive, and that's not the point of animation. So I'm gonna do this, and yeah, here we go. Okay, so, yeah. I'm not sure what else to show you guys. I have shown you how I shade and color, how I do these in-betweeny things. I guess that's really it. If you guys have any comments or suggestions or questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them and take your opinions into recognition or whatever. So yeah, thank you for watching this. I hope I educated some of you. I'm not like amazing animator. This is just the way I animate. I'm sure there are like loads of different ways, but this is basically how I do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of tutorial, informative animation thingy, and yeah, bye-bye.